Hey there, beautiful faces. As I'm recording this, it's the 10th. It's the 10th of January, and usually this time of year I do a blooper video. At least I have done that the last 3 years in a row. I don't know how attached you are to them, but this year I thought I would do something different, at least for this channel. I might still do the blooper video later, since I've actually written down bloopers and outtakes from the entire year of 2018 when I've edited my videos. But this time I just feel like sitting down and talking a bit about what's happened in my life, because that's a lot. Don't worry, this is not going to be a new year, new me sort of thing, because let's face it and be honest for a change. I don't give a fuck about New Year's or other types of forced "this is going to be the best night ever" parties. It's never going to be that if you expect it. And funny enough, it is expected every single year. And then there's me. All I want for New Year's Eve is to cozy up on the couch with my boyfriend and my 2 dogs while looking after them, because they don't like fireworks. Anyway, I might edit in a couple of fun things during this from my phone, just stuff I remember 2018 for, and as I said, that's a lot. Yeah, who would have figured? I can be chill too. Where the fuck is my award? And there, it's ruined. Yeah, right. Title screen. So to start this off, at this time last year I was planning a 3-month internship, which was going to be the last run of my multimedia design education. And already then I was exhausted, because I had just done 3 bigger projects and exams like in a row. And I don't want to say too much, but basically in 2 of those projects we were 2 people working on a 3 people project. Yeah. I guess most of us know that drill. Anyway, I was about to close an internship deal with Fredericia Theatre. It's really hard going from English to like Danish accent, but I was about to close an internship deal with Fredericia Theatre, which were my absolute first priority, so I was walking on air. Like, I am a huge musical person, and if I have to explain this, it's kind of weird saying this about one theatre, but Fredericia Theatre is basically the Broadway of Denmark. Like, it's really big theatre. Like, not physically, but like popularity-wise, I'd say. I did have to make some unique arrangements with the school though, because in order for me to get this internship and be able to work on a musical while being there, I had to push the timeline around 4 weeks forward, which meant that I had to do 2 exams while being in a full-time internship. But despite that, the school gave me green light. That's how cool it is to get a deal with this theater, and I didn't even think twice about taking on that challenge, because I just had to do it. Another extremely lucky thing about pushing the internship was that my dad was about to turn 50 and therefore had invited the closest family to Las Vegas in February for free. And if I hadn't pushed the internship those 4 weeks, I would not have been able to go. I'm the luckiest person in the world. Anyway, that trip was absolutely amazing. Like, you can watch the vlog here if you want to. Am I pointing in the right corner? Like, I never am. Exactly 2 days after I got home from Vegas, my internship started, and I was thrown right into a new video department, like brand new, and I was responsible for getting to know all the new equipment first. And I was just felt so free. I don't know how to explain it better, but basically the theater manager found a chair and a desk for me and said, 1, 2, 3, go. And from there on, I was fully responsible for my own work. No one was looking me over the shoulder. No one was checking if I was doing my job correctly, and no one treated me like just an intern. And I freaking loved it. I did have to work with someone they just hired for a while, and he was a great guy, like very funny and a great video photographer, but it was clear he was used to working in TV production, and he didn't really understand that the full format of that doesn't really work with theater. So he quit before my internship was over. Anyway, then my exam started, and I did not get much sleep in that period of time because when I was not working at the theater, I was writing on my assignments or doing media production for set assignments. And I don't know about you, but I don't function very well when doing schoolwork. And it's not because I don't understand or because I'm not good at the different subjects. Like the lowest grades I got was a 10, which is the Danish equivalent to a B. But I'm just not good at being a student. Excuse me. So, it was hard, but I knew it was coming. I signed up for it myself, so I just machine style pulled my way through it. And I did good. I was also very lucky to have 3 great friends who still wanted to work with me in the final group exam. You know, even though I couldn't meet up with them in the daytime for like half of the project. So, Nana, Michelle, and Camilla, you guys are the best. And if one of these names are yours too, then you have been blessed. Moving on to the notoriously hot summer we had in Denmark in 2018. These fans, they were sold out everywhere. Luckily, Frederick had been able to buy one, like, when the summer started, because he gets hot really easily. So he was one of the first people who was like, I'm dying. So, thanks to my hot boyfriend, when words have several meanings, we got one of these, and it was my best friend for the entire summer. It was basically 32 degrees Celsius for 3 months, and people really like to tell me when I said this in a video, where I live it's 1 million degrees. And yes, that's cute, but you probably have aircon. Try 32 degrees Celsius plus Danish humidity plus having no way of cooling your house down. No way. All you have is this fan. I'm getting hot just remembering. Anyway, after my internship and exams had ended, I graduated, and for the first time in my life, I had to go find a job I actually wanted to do. This was a bit of a shock to me, much more than I expected, because I very suddenly became worried sick that I would have to settle for something which I found boring, and so began the job hunt. I immediately applied for 3 jobs I really wanted, and because this was in the middle of the Danish summer vacation, I waited for what felt like a year for them to answer me. And I was so scared, like looking back on it now, I was ridiculous, like how many 25-year-olds land their dream job first try. But back then I was a complete mess, let's just be honest. I was so scared of not getting any of these jobs that I couldn't continue my job hunt before I got closure on them. Dumbass. Eventually, the first 2 kindly declined my application, and right when I thought the 3rd place wouldn't even answer me, I got an email. And a job. Guess where? Hello, my name is Louise, and I'm the current video photographer / multimedia designer at Fredericia Theatre. I am so proud I could cry about it. Not counting my internship, I have been working there for 4, soon to be 5 months, and I freaking love it. I've never tried having a job I loved. Now I know what it's like. I don't want to stop working. I am surrounded by geniusly creative people all the time when I'm working, and my main task is to produce video content of rehearsals, of shows, backstage, actors, for the theater's social media and website. Maybe I am going to cry about it. And if that's not enough for you already, during my internship we were working on The Prince of Egypt, and for the last 4 months, little over 4 months, but for the last 4 months, we've been working on Tarzan. Next year it's Urinetown, The Prince of Egypt again, but in Copenhagen, and a new musical about Lennon and McCartney called She Loves You. I can't even begin to explain to you how cool my job is, but I'll link a few videos I've made so you can know what I've mainly been doing. Warning though, the videos are in Danish. Moving on to late autumn / the beginning of winter of 2018, this was without a doubt the hottest part of the year. If you've watched my last video, you already know, but in the end of October last year, my grandpa was diagnosed with incurable cancer in his liver, esophagus, stomach, and spine. And he died early morning on December 7th, and we held his funeral service on December 15th. This whole period of time went by in such a flash for me, and losing someone you love to an illness in such a short period of time was a shock for the entire family. It was so hard, but if it had to happen, I'm glad he didn't get to suffer. Yeah, it's still hard to talk about. So mostly because of this, November and December has gone by like this for me last year. I remember when I was a kid and December felt like 3 months packed into one, and in 2018, when I got up on the 23rd of December, I quietly thought to myself, I could use a few extra days before Christmas. And then I thought, oh, fuck, that's some adult shit. Moving on with the story of my 2018, Frederick and I spent the holidays together and with our families, and now you probably think I'm going to end the video at that, but I actually have another bigger life announcement to make. You see, I'm engaged. Now that's some adult shit. Great way to announce that, Louise. But Frederick proposed to me Christmas Eve 2018, and I'm actually going to be a bitch and leave it at that, because I've already been talking for years and I kind of feel like doing a separate video together with Frederick on that subject. So if you have any questions for us for that video, follow me on Instagram, because I'll be posting a story where you can send in your questions right after posting this video to YouTube. Anyway, all in all, my 2018 was a hard, but for the most part amazing year, and I can't wait to continue down this path I'm on in 2019. I'm already doing that. I've been working so much this month, and I couldn't be happier. Happy fucking New Year.